Memorial Tournament still on. But, you know, at Muirfield Village, there are going to be a few changes a little bit later on.
Yeah, and the tournament director says some significant changes are coming to make sure that fans can attend. Sports Director JEROD Smalley has the update on how the Memorial plans to stay open despite the social distancing mandates. JEROD.
And Brad and Darlene, that has been the critical question here as they've developed a plan to get ready for this year's tournament. They obviously, it's a business. They got to have fans involved in some way to buy those tickets and the concessions and all those goodies. But how do they do that? How do they roll that plan out, meeting all the guidelines they have to meet, especially when you consider highly populated holes like the 18th hole? How do you keep people away from each other? Those were among the topics of discussion this morning with Tournament Director Dan Sullivan as he addressed the Greater Columbus Sports Commission Virtual Sports Report. Now, Dan says the crowds will certainly be smaller than usual. They're managing ticket sales right now, working on an appropriate number to have on the grounds this year. He says volunteers can choose not to participate this year and not lose their status for future years. And a major change, he says there will be no grandstand seating on the course this year to ensure fans keep their distance.
So the reaction we've gotten out of our fans and sponsors has been positive mostly. There are some that have said, we can't do that. We're not going to be able to come, and we understand completely. The support that we're getting from the public sector, whether that's the City of Dublin, Franklin County, the state of Ohio, everyone's encouraged us to keep on going. Everyone's encouraged us to make sure that we're communicating and we're building a plan that is realistic.
And Sullivan says the network television coverage of this year's tournament is going to look a little bit different, both on Golf Channel and CBS Sports. He says that he has been told by the networks working on the broadcast it's going to be a far smaller crew than they've typically employed for Memorial Tournament. So the camera angles might even look a little bit different on television. Also, the announce teams might not be on site either. It's very likely that only maybe the on-course reporters would actually be at the tournament, something they're looking at. Again, a long way off here still, but that's part of what they're anticipating might happen in July.
Yeah, TV sportscasting is going to have to rethink a lot of this stuff. That's interesting, JEROD.